Hi everyone, my name is Jiran Krishnan and I'm about to present about our Six Sigma report of my group. My group members consist of Muhammad Izul Hakimi, Stephen Raj, Muhammad Nur Hilmi, dan Muhammad Aiman Yusuf. Okay, the part that I'm going to be presenting is define phase, and first of all for the objectives. The objectives of define phase is clearly define the project's goals and objectives. It helps to establish the project scope and boundaries. And for the key activities, conduct a project kickoff meeting to align team members, and we can also create a project charter outlining the scope and goals and also deliverables. For the deliverables, we can use a project charter that outlines the project's purpose, goals, scope, and team members. There will be a clearer explanation on the next slide. And for the importance of define phase, it actually sets the foundation for the entire DMAIC process, and it ensures a shared understanding of the project's purpose and scope. Okay, next is tools of define phase. For example, I chose four examples, which are the first one is project charter, and then the VOC analysis, the CPOC diagram, and CTQ tree. I have attached the example pictures beside every single tool. First of all, for the project charter, the project charter consists of three parts, which are the problem statement, scope, and goal statement. And there are also further understandings where for the problem statement, it is to reduce the company's defect rates as low as possible while maintaining the quality of smartphones released to the customer. And for the scope, which is find out the root cause of the smartphone's defects and errors. And for the goal statement is to promote an improvement towards product quality to regain trust of the customers while increasing overall customer satisfaction. This is like an example of project charter for our group. And the next is the CTQ tree. CTQ tree is also known as metrics, is a measurable indicator used to assess the performance in the service. Critical to quality. That is what CTQ tree means, and it is actually used to translate the customer's requirements to numeric requirements for the product. As you can see, there is an example of the CTQ tree for further understanding. The next would be the VOC diagram, which is voice of customer. This is a method used to collect customers' demand and feedback for the products. From this VOC, the Six Sigma teams can find the real issue faced by the company. This actually gives more power to the customer, and we will listen to the complaints of the customer, which will bring us to the root cause of the problem. There is an example of VOC diagram on the right where we can see for further understanding. And finally, it would be the CPOC diagram. The CPOC actually stands for Supplier Input Process Output and Customers. This tool will summarize the inputs to outputs of one or more processes in table form. This diagram will help the team to understand the basic process and know where the improvement is needed. As you can see below there is an example of CPOC diagram where we will list down the suppliers and then we'll list down the inputs following by the process, the output, and the customers. Customers, which are the people we are either selling our product to, something like that. And for the output is what we are going to use the product that we created to. So yeah, that's all from me. I will pass it on to the next group member. Thank you.
Good day everyone, my metric number is MH21020. Now I will talk about the measure phase. Okay, based on our team's inspection of this company, we have detected several weak points in certain areas that lead to downfall of this company. We have listed down the weaknesses that are shining in categories such as man, method, material, equipment, and process. In terms of man, we noticed that the workers in production line lacks enough training due to poor management and inconsistent work quality due to the high turnover before the year 2020. In method, they lack standard operating procedures and quality control team have an ineffective way controlling products quality. For material, it is obvious that they do not have enough testing equipment to check for defects. so the defective product slips into the market without enough testing. They also have not incorporated the latest technology in producing smartphones where the demand for high usability has increased. The materials are piled up without concerning the quality of them. We also have noticed that their suppliers are not providing material that passes the company's specifications. Lastly, they are suffering from poor integration of hardware to software components. They also lack real-time monitoring in production line. Now we will see the fishbone diagram for this company. In 2023, the company is supposed to have actual sales of 315 million from their products, but due to the defects in their products, they have lost 15 million ringgit Malaysia and 5% in profit. The loss is mainly due to the lack of quality control, poor customer trust, production delay, labor issues, and insanely high prices to compensate their, but it backfires them. Through our team, the company targets a rise of 15.62% of profit, where the actual sales will shoot up to 450 million by the year 2024. The cause of this company's loss is analyzed in depth to know more about the sale and other issues. As we can see here, this table describes the total production, total defect, failure rate, and acceptance rates of smartphones that are being produced by this company. In this company, the acceptance rates for their products in the last 4 years was never above 96%. This is because the failure rate for their products in 4 years averaged about 4.84%. They have produced about 560,000 units of smartphones, but 27,216 units of them are defected by many various types of defects such as overheating, battery issues, connectivity issues, and finally software damages. Okay, there are two production lines for United Electronic Innovation Center that produce smartphones from the year 2020 to year 2023. In the year 2020, there are under 50,000 units of smartphones produced, where 3,500 units from line 1 are defected, while line 2 has 2,716 units defected. In the year 2021, out of 148,000 units of smartphone, 4,000 units and 3,500 units are defected from line 1 and line 2 respectively. Around 2,562 units from line 2 and 3,838 units from line 1 are defected from total production of 100,025 units in year 2022. Finally, in year 2023, the company produced 140,000 units of smartphones, in which 5,120 units of smartphones are damaged in line 1 and 1,980 units are damaged in line 2. There are 4 types of defect that cause the quality of smartphones in this company to decline very quickly. They are battery issues, connectivity issues, overheating, and software damage. The total units of smartphone that are defective in 4 years is 27,216 units. The highest numbers of defects recorded is 8,269 units of smartphone in software damage, while the least number of units defective by connectivity issues is 5,321 units of smartphone. Battery issues and overheating issues in the smartphones also contribute 6,822 units and 6,804 units of smartphone respectively.
My metal ID number is MH21017, and now I will explain for the analysis phase. We will now take a look at the root cause hypothesis table, which are the list of potential causes. Okay, number 1, which is labor issue, which is commonly employee lacking in training. Number 2 is lack of quality control, which absent in real-time monitoring. And number 3, we have is trust issue, which happen because there is a defect in the item. Next, in number 4, is high pricing, because there is material wastage caused by poor storaging. And lastly, number 5 is delay production because of the outdated technology used in the manufacturing. We will look at the Pareto chart, which show the type of defect in over 4 years, and the cumulative graph, which is software damage, battery issue, overheating, and connectivity issue. The graph is used to detect which defect have the highest number. Next, we have FMEA, or also known as the failure mode effect analysis table. This table is a step-by-step approach to identify all the possible failure in manufacturing and assess them so that the manufacturer can tackle the most important issue first.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Izul Hakimi bin Muhammad Khairul Anwar with number metric MH21004. And here I would like to present the fourth application of DMAIC Six Sigma methodology, which is improve phase. This phase is important because due to the fact that it's aimed to solve and improve the current problem or defect faced by the project or a product by eliminating it or reducing it to ensure that it won't happen once again as much as possible. Now, by using all of the previous data from the previous phases, the company able to come up with effective and creative solution as their improvement to fix all the damage made by those defects or errors. Now, to ensure we use this phase correctly, we need an assist from Six Sigma tools that is suitable for these phases. Now, as you can see from this slide, these are a few examples of the tools. However, aside from this, there are many more tools available for these phases. However, for this project, we only chose 3 tools for this project, which is brainstorming, improvement checklist, and Kaizen event. Now, let's go one by one. First is improvement checklist. Now, this checklist is well-structured and advantageous tool that can be used to guide us on how to address an effective solution systematically upon what is wrong, and what is missing from our product to ensure a very continuous success of improvement. Now, for instance, in our project, as shown here, this is one of the section from a long list of checklists regarding the quality of our product. Now, this can help us to guide and learn what is missing from the quality of our project and what needs to be improved. Second is the brainstorming solution. Now, this method is one of the well-known method that we can use to generate any idea from our brains to solve any issue. Now, in terms of Six Sigma, it can be used. This is the best way it can be used to generate any amount of idea, creative and innovative idea to solve our problem for this project. However, it comes at times when all of the gathered idea will be gathered and then filtered down to make a decision which is the best solution that can be used to solve for the problem for this project. For example, from our project, let's pick one of the realized problem from our issue, which is labor issue. Now, from previous phases, we found out that the possible root cause of this problem. And then from that, we can use to generate creative and innovative idea to solve this problem, any amount. And then we filter it down, as we spoke before, to find out what is the best solution that can be used to apply to solve this project. And finally, Kaizen event. Kaizen event are focused on improving the current state of a process into better. It's designed to support an effective short-term brainstorming session from our previous session before that focus on a single challenge and improve an existing process. Right, for example, based on the table from the slide, the result from all the finding of from previous phases, including some in these phases, for example, like the brainstorming session when all of the ideas are being used to enhance and analyze in this table. Now, from the table, the analysis shows that all of the improvement and solution idea are being rewarded with positive feedback, by all of this by eliminating and reducing all the defect and error faced by the company. Now, once all of the solutions are ready to implement it, all we need to do is monitor and observe its performance to ensure its ongoing success. And now, the detail for this monitoring will be focused on the next final phases. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good evening. My metric ID is MH21011. Today I will present about the control phase that we use in our project report. So, firstly, why is the control phase needed in our project report? So, the main purpose of the control phase is to keep the process improvement strong. Another purpose is to make sure the team keeps stable and maintains improvement from time to time. There are many tools that we can use for the control phase. For instance, we can use statistical process. This tool can help to monitor process behavior, discover issue in internal system, and find solution for production issue. Another tool is visual management. Visual management is an infographic that can inform the team and enforce team work standard. Both of these tools are needed in order to maintain the improvement process. Control checklist is also one of the tools that we can use for our control phase. This checklist not only to keep the improvement process, but also to evaluate all controls and spot any weakness before they lead to significant losses. So this is the example of the control checklist that we use for our project report. This checklist consists of the several items that need to be evaluated, names of the control officer, and also the date of the evaluation. These three things are important to be evaluated and reported every month in order to make sure the process runs smoothly. In our report, we not only use a control checklist, but we also use control plan. So this is the example of the control plan. The control plan consists of the 5 elements, which are define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. The goal of the control plan is to provide guidance so that the process can be successfully replicated over time by different individuals. As a summary, we found that the United Electronic Innovations in Berhad suffer many defects and errors from their latest product. These defects is reported by the consumers and make a significant loss for the company. So, how can Six Sigma help to improve the sales in the company? Six Sigma help to address the issue of the smartphone malfunction. This can help to repair or improvise the smartphone. Secondly, Six Sigma help to improve the company image and reputation by improvising and solving the issue of the smartphone. In order to help the company to achieve their goals and to achieve their profit for this month, for these years, we use define. For the first step, to define the problem. By using define, we can determine the project goals and scope by recognizing all potential challenge. We use measure to quantify the problem. By using measure, we can assess the efficiency and performance in relation to the project defined scope. When we measure the data, we can analyze to identify the cause of the problem. We deep dive into the data and processes that can be used to find the fundamental cause of the highlighted difficulties. After we found the root of the problem, we need to improve the process by using the improve step, we can eliminate or reduce established defect by presenting a suitable solution and improvement. And last but not least, after we improve the process and also reduce the defects, we need to control it. We need to maintain the solution and to control the process in order to make the product stable and not having any defects anymore. A detailed studies of the process efficiency and sustainability resolving the company's challenge certified the project's success. That's all from me. Thank you.